and welcome to Luke Goes Outdoors. And today we're in windy and wet Scotland. This is my first time here and we're going to make it a good time of it. The weather isn't the best, but I am at one of the biggest lochs in southern Scotland. I'm going to be kayaking, camping, fly fishing and having a great time. Well, would you look at that? Just took an hour to get ready, get all packed up, and the morning storm has gone off. Looks lovely now, doesn't it? My first taste of Scotland. Let's go. So, I can't wait to see what this loch has in store for us. I'm approaching something special. Wow, would you look at that then? The remains of a 13th century Scottish castle. Let's have a look, shall we? This castle was built in the 13th century by Robert the Bruce, his father. This impressive beast, located in the middle of Loch Doon, was to protect against the English. And the English did come. Shortly after the castle was built, battles occurred and English stormed this castle and claimed it for themselves. However, the last victory was the Scots. They reclaimed this castle and held on to it until its disrepair in the 16th century. In 1935, an unfortunate series of events came for this castle. A hydroelectric scheme was planned. This meant the water level would rise. This rise in the water level would threaten Loch Doon Castle. And an interesting idea was proposed. The idea was to move the castle stone by stone to the far bank. And this is what was done. Stone by stone, the builders and architects moved Loch Doon Castle to this far bank. They moved an entire castle and it now stands 400 meters to where its original site is. What a task that was. At some point in this video, we're going to check out the new castle. What an interesting place this loch is. We've even got a bit of Scottish sun coming out for us. Beautiful. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit. It's not a problem, but I think I'm going to go over to this bank, land, have a little look around, because I need a good spot to set up camp tonight. Because last night I was in the car up in those hills, and the wind and rain were torrential. So I need a nice sheltered spot out of the most of the wind and to try and keep dry, because I have not got a tent. Let's go. I've successfully crossed the lake and it's not a bad view. Well, let's go and explore these woods then, shall we? Could be anything in these woods, from red deer to ospreys and who knows what else. Looks like someone's dug something up here. Might be something about. I'm already looking. I see a beautiful little spot under the tree. I've camped under these big pine trees before and they do offer some great resistance. However, it is quite close to the lake still. So I want to keep this in mind and keep moving. Well, ain't that a warm welcome to Scotland? I've had a little look around this area, but I think I'm going to go a little bit north. I'm just beginning to digest the beauty, the nature. Oh, big rock of Scotland. Well, this ain't a bad little beach, is it? I seem to be on a bit of a peninsula. This may be a great place to do some fishing. Today I'm using something bright because the water is pretty cloudy. Right, well I've had no luck there, but as you can tell the wind is starting to come in and it's a bit chilly. So I want to get back to the thing, put some clothes on, maybe start setting up camp to get out of this weather. Right, after that snap in the weather, I decided to get me kit and go look for a suitable place to set up, because then I have a safe base that I know I can go to if anything happens. I've hidden me kayak, so I'm gonna go inland so we're not in the wind and gust tonight. We're gonna go find a suitable place. Let's go. A picturesque little stream. Now, this is a lovely spot, but this stream is far too loud if I want to get any sleep. So I'm gonna have to find a new place. Although it's a bit of a hike, I think it's gonna be worth it. The cool air that sits in the bottom of the valley, I'll be above. The wind that skims the tops of these mountains, I'll be below. And there should be enough cover in these pine forests to get nicely away out that wind. Right, well this would be our setup for tonight. It's not the most luxurious, but it suits me well. I'm keeping it low profile to keep the wind off. Got a little robin watching me get changed. In my experience, there's always robins in these pine forests, and they tend to be the most curious animals. Sweet little things. I'm getting hungry, so first of all, I want to get some dry firewood, which may be a little bit difficult round here. The floor, even the trees are soaking wet, so I'm gonna have to find some that aren't. On this tree, I have found sap. This stuff is flammable and will definitely help me start my fire. Natural fire lighters. This wood is still wet, but as you can see on the inside, it's dry. I'm gonna have to split it and use it wisely to start this fire. I've just kicked over some of this moss. Now it is wet on the top, but underneath there is a bit dry. That would be a good surface to light the fire on. Now, I have the sap and the shavings. I'm going to put on some cardboard I had in my bag. I'm really hoping this works, because otherwise I'm going hungry tonight. Right, the moment of truth. Oh, the sap's lighted. Let this dries. Right, I need to start drying that out with this flame. Oh, got to be careful to get rid of this bark. This bark is sodden. It's the inside of the wood I want touching the flames. a lot of effort for every little twig or stick I'm putting on, but it's the only way I'm eating tonight. I'm going to start getting some of the wet wood locally, just whacking it round. It is absolutely sodden, but it's the best I have at the moment. Gotta be careful there. Oh, let's get that oil in there. I think we can chuck this beautiful steak. Yummy. And I've got some beautiful homemade bread dough as well. Look at that. That is going nicely now. Well, I like a little bit of cheese on my steak. Woohoo! I think I earned my dinner today. Have a look at that. Steak on fresh homemade bread with cheese all over. Let's try it, shall we? I got this done just in time. Yummy. How's that for a lovely steak sandwich? Oh, that was delicious. I'm gonna wash my hands after that.
Those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied.
Well, that was a nice rest, but I'm all out of water. Let's go get some more. As the weather's quite nice, I fancy going down for a little evening fish. Oh, the sun's come out on us. I don't think you get more picturesque if you made it yourself. Quite a few deer tracks. Probably come here to have a drink. We're gonna go for this little fella. And hopefully he catches me a big salmon. The weather has seemed to change a little bit and get a bit more windier, and the sun's gone in. So I'm going to get back up to camp and I think settle down for the night. Well, I'm glad to be back. Hopefully I'm going to settle down, listen to an audio book or something, and have a nice warm cozy night. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning. I think I want to go for a little explore around this area before I head back down to the loch. This has been a beautiful but tricky place to camp, and I'm glad I got to experience this. But let's get back down to the loch and back down to my kayak. I'm back in my kayak now. Feels good to be all put together again. Right, well this has been a great morning, but I have earned an appetite. I don't fancy trying to light a fire again, so I'm going to get back to my car, get my camping stuff, and we're going to have breakfast in the best place I can think of. Well, I must have gone in the old entrance. Right, let's get cooking then, shall we? Sausages. We have got some thick bacon pieces as well. After breakfast, I'm going to go check out the new and moved Loch Castle. Got to have beans as well. Thick bacon slices. Well, I'm not sure what I get for presentation, but it does smell beautiful. Let's try it. Egg and black pudding. And the sun's come out. A lovely breakfast in an even lovelier place. All that's left to do is check out Loch Castle. Well, there it is. And I can hear some bagpipes as well. How about that as a way to end our trip? God bless Scotland. Thank you for watching. See you next week.